Hello and welcome to another Commodore 64 video. This is an interesting game that I picked up again when I was a kid, called Into the Eagle's Nest. Now, little did I know at the time that this game would actually bear quite a similarity in concept to a game that I would come to love many years later as one of my favourite games of all time. And that game was Return to Castle Wolfenstein. And even though this isn't part of the series, when I start playing the game, you'll probably get a hint as to where I'm coming from. So, Mission 1, blow up the castle. So here's my guy. And again, it's one of these pretty simple, straightforward games. Keys, ammo, how many hits you can take. I think it's 50. So you pick up the key, open the door, and shoot the Nazis. And yeah, it's that simple, really. It's you can shoot them doors open, which saves the keys, and kind of, you know, has a resemblance to a number of games. But again, a really simple concept, a really simple game, but it is challenging at the same time. So I can pick up ammo, and it comes up a little message there saying any more ammo, and unfortunately there is no auto fire. But yeah, you can pick up treasure. There's stuff hidden in these little chest things. Again, very similar to the fact that you could pick up treasure in Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and in the original Wolfenstein. Well, I say the original. There is actually a Castle Wolfenstein on the Commodore 64, which I'll cover at a later date. But yeah, I mean, this is essentially the game, and yeah, it's very simple, but I always really liked this game. I always found it very addictive. I remember this even a full price release. So back in the day, that would have meant I would have got this for about £2.99, perhaps. Possibly even less, depending on when it come out. Yeah, when you look at games like this now, they're no. You know, people say, "Oh, they look rubbish." Well, yeah, but they didn't back then. You know, it was a simple game, and like I say, it came later on to be very much a game that. Well, sorry, later on the game that I really grew to love. Wasting all this ammo here. I was Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and you can see there's a lot of DNA between the two that you can say is there. Certainly, even just the, oh damn it, I needed that food. Basic premise of just going around a castle full of Nazi soldiers. I've not played this for years either, so. I know you have to be careful of boxes of dynamite, that if you hit them, will make the game end rather quickly. From there, you have to be careful, because... And I'm dead. I think it's 50 hits, but I think I was getting hit that many times. It went to 51. So yeah, it's the old school enter your name kind of thing. I don't know how do I enter it? That's backspace. Do I just enter? No. I'll just fill it up with that then. But yeah, again, I mean, this is just a very simple, very straightforward game. Let's see what mission 2 is. Rescue the prisoner. This looks very similar. And again, this is all done on a computer that had 64K RAM. Not megabytes, megabytes, kilobytes. What that is, have a look at that in a minute. Can I get that? Can you let me get that? Is that way down? Maybe I have to do what I need to do on the level first. That might be the elevator out of there. Now I am recording, hopefully, yeah, the image quality will be superior to was before. From the previous video, I used the settings that the capture software defaulted to, which wasn't a particularly high resolution, and it's probably because the computer is not very powerful that I'm capturing to. So I've increased the resolution that it's supposed to save to considerably, and I'm hoping that's going to result in a better looking game, a better looking gameplay, and I'm hoping I can fix the audio issue that I had with the previous one. It was cutting out, and I get the feeling it was cutting out because the in-game audio might have been too high and causing it. Yeah, and I'll just say it's going to be trial and error, and it's not going to be perfect. This is really me fighting against a lot of technological limitations that I currently have. I'm not going to waste any more of that ammo just to get the vase there. Yeah, I don't have a PC that's meaty enough to be able to do this. So I'm just, I'm trying. Don't shoot the food. We're not playing that game yet. But I'm just thankful that I can record at least the footage. I didn't even be able to do that. You can see that do respawn, though they don't respawn to the same capacity or same degree that they were already at when they were in here. Barrels, I think you can shoot these, yeah. Again, just got to be careful of them explosives, because if you hit them, it really is good night Vienna. I'm stuck. Get them out of the way. Shoot him. Grab some ammo. full of explosives. Got to be really careful here. That's good. Right, so I don't need to pick up those med packs. Because they don't shoot back at you, sometimes it can be very easy, excuse me, very easy to track the fact that you've been hit. And I think I've seen a card that I might need for the elevator. Oh God, there's a lot of them in here. Do a bit of a slice shooting through the box. So mindful of those boxes that can blow up. Just one hit on one of them boxes and it's game over. Bloody hell, my ammo's right down. Uh-oh. My ammo really is right down. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. And I don't have... Yeah, I'm gonna die here. Once you're out of ammo, that's it. You don't have the means to fight them off. I've got a feeling that, again, it's been so long since I've played these games. I was going to say cake. That's not kind of lined up right, but I have a feeling that the mission objectives don't necessarily change the level. Yeah, this is Rescue the Prisoner 2. Yeah, it doesn't actually change the layout, it's just the objective. Now, I don't know if that's a difficulty level setting, although I certainly seem to last longer in that mission than I have done in the previous one. But again, you know, by today's standards, people might think that's kind of primitive. Not by the standards of the day. You know, this type of game was, well, you know, quite normal. Let's see if I can progress a bit more. As I said, the biggest probable drawback I have with this is that the actual playing area is kind of small. The Commodore 64 did not have a huge playing area to begin with. It wasn't screen for television, always a border around, and you can't see the border here because it's coloured black. So that always was limiting, and then if you reduce the window size again, which I suspect was often done to keep the performance of the game up, you tended to then find that the playing area could be quite condensed, and that was a limitation. Again, these days you don't tend to think about things like that because games are full screen, but borders on games, especially in the PAL regions, were quite commonplace. Even up to the PlayStation 2 era. I would certainly remember borders on games on the Mega Drive and stuff. So it wasn't an uncommon thing to have, and it's a bit bizarre really looking back, because it was just par for the course back then. Everybody just accepted that as a reality. Whereas you put borders on a game today and people will most likely have an absolute conniption over it. And quite rightly so. Modern technology, HD TVs, should need to. I think that's an officer. I shall plug him. I don't know what that does. I'm sure people who are more experts in this game than I could answer that question. It looks like I wasn't a million miles away from the old ammunition before when I got killed either. I'll keep my eye on that this time. Right, so we're down to 51. That don't want to get suckered by one of those guys. Came along and ruined my day last time. Alright, back up to full ammo. So yeah, I mean, even though this is a simple game, there's still a challenge there. Not come across a timer on anything yet, which is always welcome. Bloody hell. So you have to watch that scrolling, because it can land you in trouble. Now then, that's going to tell me you have found a lift pass. Right, so I think if we go back, if I can go on a shortcut through here. I think I can. Just get this. I'll steal a couple of them. And then we'll see. Alright. Don't want to go that way. And I go back over here. I think. Do I? Is it this way? Where did I start? Didn't start in there. No. Away. I need to get some ammo again now. There. I think that's where I started. And there's the lift. You are entering the lift. Aha! So, now we can select what floor of the castle we go to, the basement, first floor, second floor. Let's have a look at the basement. So now we're actually somewhere different. I got there in the end and I'm about to die. Let's see if I can prevent that. Put that be food in a damn awkward turn. So as you know, again, the basic layout is still the same and what have you, but it's a fun little game and that's what it was all about. Yeah, I think that'll do. Why is he not dying? Kill him. Yeah, I think that'll do for this. This is Into the Eagle's Nest. It was released by Pandora. And I've forgotten the year now, but it might tell you at the front of the video. With me and everybody else in it. And yes, I am dead. And that'll do. That'll do for this video. This little trip down memory lane. Oh, I just have to fill the spaces up. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good little game. The say when it kind of reminds me of Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein 3D. Even though it isn't part of that series. Well, I'm saying that, as far as I know it isn't. But, you know, there is a lot in there that has similarities. So, yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys, and please check out my next Commodore 64 video, which will be coming along sometime soon, I guess. I don't know when, but sometime soon. Thanks for watching.